Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. I'm Tall Mike. I'm so glad you're here. It's Wednesday. It's Fed Day. What's going on in the stock market? Dow Jones down a little bit. NASDAQ up a little bit. Everything's pretty much putting on hold. Waiting to see what the Fed does. Now, I think this market is struggling for direction. I think we'll know more after the Fed's announcement today. We'll see. Maybe some fireworks later in the day. What I want to talk today about, though, is real estate. Real estate. Zillow, the house of cards. Now I want to talk about Zillow from a couple of standpoints. First, let's take a look at their stock. Okay, earlier this year, their stock was trading at $220. I just looked at it. It's trading at $69. Now think about it. We're in one of the hottest real estate markets the world has ever seen, but yet the stock went from $220 all the way down to $69. Now Zillow, in full disclosure, I'm a real estate broker, so I know a little bit about Zillow, and real estate brokers don't really like Zillow, although a lot of us do give money to Zillow to buy leads. Now how it works is they take our information of the listing, they put it on the internet, they get leads, we buy the leads from them. Okay, they take our information so that we can buy information from them. Doesn't seem fair, but here's what's funny. Let's just think about the CEO of Zillow. Now, what was his plan? Well, his plan was to go out and buy all these houses. Now, he had a plan that maybe he could corner the real estate market in certain areas. Okay, so they'd go out and they'd buy all these homes. Thousands of them, thousands and thousands of homes, right? Now they were paying the full list price. Let's say there's a particular area. They go out and they buy 20 homes at the list price. But here's what was funny. They thought they could pump the market up. They would not only buy the next 5 homes at list price, they would buy them at $50,000 above list. You see what Zillow is it's like the comparables. A lot of people, when they're selling their house, they go, hey, Mike, Zillow says my house is worth $800,000, but you say it's only worth $750. Doesn't Zillow know what my house is worth? Well, they're $1 billion company. They have all these algorithms. Of course they know. They think they know, but they really don't know. But they thought they could bring the comparables up. Let's say they were buying homes at $500,000, right? They bought 20 of them. And let's say they went out and bought the next 5 homes at $550,000. They bought them above list on purpose, because they thought that they could just bring the market of these 20 homes up to the other 5 homes by setting new comparables. By setting these new comparables, they thought people would just magically come in and overpay for homes. They thought people were stupid. They thought that you and me, we did not know what the prices of homes were selling for. They thought they could pump up the market single-handedly. Well, what happened? Well, they bought these homes, and now they had 25 homes in this area, and they're all sitting there vacant, but they thought they pumped up the value to $550. So they started going, well, we're going to put them on. Let's put these on it at $600. Well, guess what? Nobody came to buy the homes. No, you see, they did not give the public enough credit. We're not stupid. Me and you aren't stupid. We're not going to pay $600,000 for something that's worth $500,000. But they thought we would. They thought we'd do it because they could set the algorithm. They could set the new price. Well, okay. So those homes didn't sell. They're still sitting vacant. Well, here's the thing. They go, okay, we'll lower them back to $550 where we bought the last 5. Well, guess what? They still didn't sell because they're only worth $500,000. That's where the market is, right? But they thought they could pump the market up by overpaying, and they overpaid for homes. They went out and they overpaid for these homes. Well, they're still sitting vacant. They don't have any buyers at $550. So what did they have to do? Well, they had to lower them down to $500,000 where the market is. But guess what? The market's starting to drop. Okay, so now they got 25 vacant homes, and this is just one area, and I'm just using this as an example example of what went wrong in the Zillow equation, where they thought they could go out and corner the market. So now they're down here at 500,000, but the market's below that now. Why is the market below that? Because interest rates are starting to creep up. The 30-year loans, they used to be below 3%. Now they're above 3%, actually sitting around 3.2%. Now what's that do when interest rates goes up? Well, it kind of sends the houses down a little bit. The houses start to go down. Okay, so they're not getting 500,000, but they got these 25 vacant homes still. What do they got to do? They got to start dropping the price. Where are they going to drop it to? 480, 460? They're losing their butt. They went out to corner this market, and here they are losing their butt. But the funny thing is, now Zillow's algorithms are killing them, because the algorithms are saying, hey, the homes aren't worth that. The homes are coming down. So people go on Zillow and they compare. Zillow is the big giant. They're the big multi-billion dollar company, but they're losing so much money right now. You know how much money they're losing? I'm not really sure, but they had to lay off 25%. 25% of their workforce is gone. They just go, we can't pay you anymore. You have to go. And we got to get rid of these homes. We got thousands and thousands of them. They were buying homes at a clip of about 12,000 a year. The last quarter, they bought like 4,000 homes. And now guess what? They came out and they said, we're never going to buy a home again. It was a stupid idea to try to corner the real estate market. Oh, this is classic. This is classic. It's a classic fail. Zillow, maybe their stock's going down, but I don't think so. It's at $69 today. It was at $220. But okay, so they got all these homes, and they got these different markets. They got Phoenix. They got Atlanta. They got all these different markets that they bought a lot of homes in, thousands and thousands of homes. So what they're doing now is they're having a fire sale. They're not only market prices, but 10, 20, 30% below the market price. Now, what does this do to poor Billy Bob that just bought his home? He just bought in the neighborhood and he paid the market at $500,000. Well, now these Zillow homes are going on at 480, 460, maybe even as low as 440, and Billy Bob's sitting here going, but I just paid $500 and now I've already lost $60,000. I put $50,000 down. That money's gone because the new algorithms, the new comparables are now lower. Zillow just killed Billy Bob. Now, I hope you're not the Billy Bob I'm talking about. I hope you didn't just buy a home in one of these Zillow markets. That Zillow is now crashing these markets. These markets are like a house of cards. They have all these homes going onto the market right now, flooding the market with homes that were bought by Zillow, and now they have a fire sale. Okay, look, it's interesting, you know. Okay, Zillow, they were buying 4,000 homes a quarter. Okay, all right. Now, why'd they do that? Well, they wanted to corner the market. Greed came in. They wanted to make a lot of money. They were greedy. They wanted to get all the money, and they wanted to pump it up, and they thought they had the power to do that. No, they don't have the power to do that. Real estate is a very big market, even though it is localized, and they were targeting certain areas, right? So they were trying to pump up the homes in those areas. Did not work. But here's the other thing. You got 1 out of every 4 homes right now is being bought by a corporation. Look at Blackstone, BlackRock. These are buying thousands and thousands of homes. Some of them are buying homes, the whole neighborhood. They just go out and go, look at the neighborhood's for sale. It's a brand new development. We'll take them all. Now, why is this going on? Why? It should be criminal. It is criminal in my opinion. But the reason it's going on is the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve gives BlackRock, Blackstone, they give money at 0%. 0%. Now, Blackstone and BlackRock, I understand why they do it, right? They want yield on their money, and they can't put it into bonds. Well, bonds pay 1.5%, so they go out and they say, hey, maybe we can buy all these homes up and rent them out, and we can make 5, 6, 7%. They're looking for that yield. But this would never be happening if the Federal Reserve didn't have interest rates pegged at 0. The Federal Reserve is to blame for this. Now, I know I blame them for every problem out there, but they're really to blame for this real estate market. You see, there is no price discovery in this market. In my area, we got 1,200 square foot homes. These are beginners homes, 1,200 square feet. They start at $2 million. Now, I live in in Silicon Valley next to Apple Computer, and those Apple Computer people come in and they just pump up these prices. But there is no way that houses should be at the prices they're at right now. We're going to see this collapse coming as you see it with the house of cards at Zillow. But if you take away the Federal Reserve keeping money at 0% and make the market free, make interest rates go where they may, if you take away the Federal Reserve from buying $40 billion a month in mortgages in the hottest real estate market we've ever had, just sending, they're just gaslighting this and just trying to make it explode higher to keep prices up. They do not want to see real estate prices come down, because what happens when the real estate market crashes? The stock market's going to crash on top of it. They know that. They have to keep sending fuel onto this fire and keep it burning, keep it going up, but they might not be able to. Not when companies like Zillow have to dump all their houses now. Why do I find that funny? Because I'm not a fan of Zillow. You see, I'm a real estate broker. Zillow goes after the real estate brokers, and they want us to pay them for leads that they got from our listing information. I do not like Zillow, so I do find this very funny. Very funny. Okay, so what's going to happen today? We got the Fed announcement coming out. They're going to send the market one direction or the other. It's exciting times. I hope you like this stuff. If you do, give me the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button so we can talk later in this week. I think the fireworks are going to start today. Now, it could explode higher. It could. Just be cautious right here. Be cautious. Look, the market has had this nice run up. If you got some profits, you might want to take some off the table. The Federal Reserve is going to come out today, and, I'm just not a fan of theirs. I don't know why. I don't know why we even allow them to exist. They hurt us. They hurt us bad. They're hurting us in the housing market. They're hurting us in the stock market. The dollar is collapsing because of all the money printing. We should get rid of the Federal Reserve. I don't know if I'll ever see that. Look, I'm an old guy. I hope I live long enough to see when America steps up and says no more. End the Fed. End the Fed. That's what I say. I want them gone. But today they got the power. Right now they got the power. They're going to make the announcement today. We'll see what happens. I'm Tall Mike. Get out there. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. We'll talk again real soon. Bye-bye now.